The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good morning. It's 9:59 and I'm loading up my car and I'm actually about to take a shower and then, load up the rest of my car. But I was down there and I don't know if you can tell there's a significant amount of cars down there and they're not guests and they're not here for dinner. So of course I had to discreetly interview them to see, what are you guys doing? Why is there so many people here? And why does the bus make a stop here? Like, what's happening? Basically. and this lady explained to me they walk up the hill. And by hill they mean mountain. They walk up the mountain. They start on this grassy part and they get up to the snowy part and they keep going and they keep going until they get to the top where they want to be. And then they lock their heels in and they ski down. Yeah, that's what they're doing. People are showing up here early in the morning to walk 2,000 meters, maybe? I don't know. Probably not a whole mile, but definitely way farther than I would walk in the cold. I'm feeling cold right now just thinking about it. Anyways, and that's what they're doing this morning with their time. And the lady explained it's like 4/5 of your time goes up the hill and then 1/5 you slide down. And it's great. And I'm like, don't you guys have a chairlift? They're like, well, we want to see the mountain. We want to mountaineer or mountaineer. More power to you. Okay, so I just thought I'd share that that's some of the Swiss mentality. Get up early in the morning and walk up a frozen mountain and ski down it. So what I actually am here to talk about is manna. Yes, I'm going to do that thing, but don't think this is going to make a whole lot of sense to you, but it's whatever. So to start, you have to talk about the way we're actually supposed to eat. Because manna is food. Yes, but it's not the kind you put in your mouth. And it's kind of gross that the Israelites were like putting it in their mouth. Ugh. But anyways, we'll talk about it. So when you eat food, here goes the science. What happens is it goes down, it goes into the stomach, right? It gets all churned up, right? And it gets mashed like your fist just mashing it the fuck out of it. And then, it goes down the duodenum into the intestines, and the pancreas is sitting right there, kind of at the connection point, and it's just shooting juices into the intestine, into the small intestine. And the idea is it's gonna try to start chemically breaking down the food, right? Because your stomach was the mechanical breakdown of the food, right? Like your teeth, the grinding up parts, right? And now we do the chemical parts, and we do the chemical parts second because they're much smaller. So yeah, and then it runs its course, and what you don't use comes out. And the thing is, you could use far more of your food if you stop eating all the fucking time. Like, I'm gonna say this thing and you don't have to believe me. Humans do not need to eat every single day, let alone 3 times in one day. Humans do not need to do that, because what we have in our stomachs is basically like a food. I'm gonna say it this way: it's a hot dog. It's a hot dog, right? It's stuff inside an intestinal casing, and as this hot dog moves through your stomach, it goes at a slow pace unless there's more food coming in and pushing it out, right? And then you're losing it before you even get to use all of it, right? You're just making a whole lot of shit. Well, what you could do instead And what I do on occasion when all I do is drive, I don't really eat food, especially not in the morning, because that's when it works best. And that's why they were collecting manna in the morning. So what you could do is you could just soak your hot dog. You could just drink a whole bunch of water. And what that'll do is that'll make like a soup, like a stew, like a thing. And all of a sudden your chemicals are reignited with a new passion, and everything is flowing much easier. And what you get is ready to go hot dog that is now streaming through your veins like a soda, because it's in a liquid form and it already has all the sugars there. It just, you're helping to facilitate the pushing of the food into your veins, into where you want it. And that's what manna is. I know that sounds so weird, but the thing is, if you don't activate your intestine in the morning with food, if instead you just activate it with water, it will stay in a stasis type way so that you're not forcing food out. Don't get me wrong, in the morning you might have to do a thing, but but for the rest of the day, you will just be making blood soda, the healthiest blood soda, depending on what you ate, through the rest of the day. And that's what manna is. And they have a jar of it because you are what you eat, and just more proof that it was here. So that's what manna is. Have a good day.